back to the brand new year, everybody. It is January 2026. We are kicking off an exciting new year of deep recruiting in the staffing industry. We hope you're going to have a big year, and we're going to go over lots of details so we can figure out how to help you make that year happen. This is Deep Recruiting. Want to stay right up front. We love your comments. We love your emails. Tell us what's going on. Tell us the challenges you're running into. Email us at deeprecruiting@teamgtn.com. We will take care of you. We will answer that question. Hopefully, we can raise everybody's boat with that rising tide, make everybody that much more successful. Today, I want to keep it simple. I want to talk because, yeah, it's simple, but it might be the most critical thing you look at as you enter the new year. This is really going to be more for the junior people that are new to the business, but it's really all about your metrics and understanding your metrics. Now, if you've never done recruiting before, you kind of need to get your metrics from somebody else because you really don't have a basis. But once you've been doing this for 90 days, you should have enough information to understand the level of activity you need to engage in every day, every week, every month, whole year in order to achieve what you're looking to achieve. And once we've got those 90 days worth of metrics, how do we go about doing it? Well, quite honestly, we've got to work backwards. So we have to take the last number that's actually relevant. How many people did I place in that given time frame? Now, for most of you that are new, most people in a professional white collar recruiting, it's going to take you about 90 days before you make that first placement. So even if you're new, 90 days really isn't long enough. It's probably more along the lines of 6 months. And until then, you need to follow the standards that your company has laid out for you. Once you've got those placements happening, and that really is the marker, however long that is for you, once you're making deals, you should be looking at how many deals did I get? Okay, we've got a number. Let's just use a simple one. Let's just say it's 10. Then we have to look at how many offers were extended to get that one deal, or how many offers were extended to get those 10 deals in this particular case. Again, for simplicity's sake, let's just say it was double that number. So you got 20 offers, 10 offer accepts. If that's what your ratio is, you're doing some things wrong. Just using it for illustrative purpose. Then you know that it requires 2 offers to make a deal, right? Okay, how many interviews did it take for you to get one offer? Let's say it takes 5 interviews, which again, that number is a little bit high. The industry average is actually around 7. If 5 is not bad, you should be working much better. You should be working on a number more like 3. We'll work with 5 just to kind of keep the numbers happening here. That means for every 5 interviews you get, you're going to get 1 offer, and it takes 2 offers to make 1 deal. That means for every 10 interviews you're going to get, you're going to make a placement. And again, we're dealing with averages here. Well, how many presentations do I have to make to get an interview? And let's say that's 5 again. I got it. Better not be that bad. But let's just use that number, 5. So now we know it takes 5 presentations to get 1 interview. It takes 5 interviews to get 1 offer, and it takes 2 offers to get 1 deal, right? Okay, well, how many candidates do I have to personally screen, vet, interview, reference check, qualify in order to make 1 presentation? Let's just say it's 2, right? So now we've got, for every 2 people that we go through the process and effort of qualifying, we make 5 presentations to the client. Those 5 presentations lead to 1 interview. It takes 5 interviews to get 1 offer and 2 offers to get 1 deal. These aren't really good numbers. I'm using them because they're simple. Your numbers should be better. Okay. Well, then how many people do I need to reach out to in order to get 1 person that I'm going to qualify? Say that number is 10. And for every person I decide I need to reach out to, how many profiles do I need to review? And embedded in there needs to be how effective is my reach out based on texting, phone calls, email, and LinkedIn, and whatever other mechanism You may be using Facebook or what have you. All these numbers combined, when you work it through reverse, will tell you exactly what you need to do every single day. How many phone calls, how many emails, how many texts you have to do every single day to get the number of interviews you need, to get the number of presentations you need, to get the number of interviews you need, to get the number of offers you need, to get the ever important, all knowing, all seeing placement that helps you feed your family, whatever those numbers are going to be. So, in order to get these numbers, the other thing you have to do is you have to genuinely track it. Now, you may have software, a lot of companies do, track a lot of this, may not track all of it. Software you have may track all your emails and texts and phone calls, but it doesn't track your LinkedIn outreach because they don't have the proper API interface to LinkedIn. You've got to be keeping track of all of this stuff. You've got to do it legitimately. How many voicemails am I leaving? How many actual conversations am I having? You've got to understand exactly what all these metrics are and how they all relate and move down that food chain to get you to the all important placement. Because only once you have these figures can you truly plan your day and understand exactly what you need to do in order to be successful. And these numbers are going to change over time. Right now, it's a little bit easier to get a hold of candidates and a lot harder to get a new client. So the number of or the amount of outreach, be it again, LinkedIn, phone calls, emails, text, whatever it is, networking events, whatever it takes to get a new client, those numbers are going to be harder now than they were at a different time in the past. For example, 6, 7 years ago, it was a whole lot easier to get a new client than it is today. So those numbers would change. So it requires a daily practice of keeping track of your activity, knowing exactly what those numbers are, and watching the trends so that you can adjust your standards for that. I know the last time I was in full production, I needed to make 17 phone calls a day. And I don't remember how many conversations that translated to, but I had a lot of momentum. I've been in the business for a long time. I knew that 17 outreach phone calls per day would net me well over my quota numbers by the end of the year because I tracked exactly what my metrics were. I knew exactly how many conversations I had to have. I knew exactly how many emails I had to make, how many, it wasn't texting at that time. But you get the picture. I had to know all of these numbers so that I knew exactly what I needed to do every day. And it ebbed and it flowed. Maybe my January was really weak and it just didn't produce results. I actually know of a case where somebody had a 67 interview to placement ratio for a full year. That's insane. That is an insane number. And the crazy thing is, this person was doing everything right. Well, there's balance in the universe. Next year, it all flipped around. He couldn't do anything wrong. Everything he touched was gold because everything balances itself over time. You just need a big enough sample size and you have to have the diligence and the intent of doing it every single day, tracking it accurately. No fudging. No, well, I made 30 phone calls, but I only had 5 conversations, but I should have had 6. So I'm just going to say it was 6. Can't do any of that. It has to be genuine, accurate tracking. And only you really know exactly what those numbers are going to be. You have to be honest with yourself. Those numbers are not going to lie. Again, they're going to ebb and flow. They're going to push and they're going to pull. Not as extreme as the example I gave you. That was a very real example, but they will ebb and flow. They'll go up and down a little bit. There'll be variations. But if you know what those numbers are over time and you stick with it, you have the discipline to hit those numbers every single day, revenue is just going to keep on coming in. And you know what? Honestly, no matter how good you are in this business, no matter how bad you are in this business, your metrics are not going to disappoint you. Maintain them and you understand them and you work the math. So again, how many placements come from how many offers? Or how many offers does it take to make one placement? How many client interviews do you need to get one offer? How many presentations do you need to make to get one interview? And how many interviews and qualifications do you have to go through in order to get one candidate you're willing to present? And then the almighty final number you have to look at. How much prospecting I need to conduct in order to get those interviews, those meetings, those client visits, whatever it is, set up. And that prospecting number, that's the money spot. That's the sweet spot. That's where you've got to focus every single day. You stick to those basics, hit those prospecting numbers. Everything else will take care of itself once you know exactly what those numbers need to be for you. You won't really know that until you get a real good quality 90-day sample, preferably 6 months. And they'll take very good care of you. This has been Deep Recruiting. We're going to come at you every Wednesday at our new time, 4:10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Give us a like, give us a comment. Your comments drive the growth of this podcast. I'd like to grow this to 1,000 views every time we broadcast. I'd love to see that happen because, again, a rising tide lifts all boats, and I need your help to make that thing happen. We're releasing these live on Spotify. Well, not live, but once they're recorded, we're releasing it on Spotify. It's on YouTube, it's on LinkedIn, it's on Facebook, it's on X. Give us those likes, give us those comments, give us those shares. Email us at deeprecruiting@teamgtn.com. Let us know what the questions are, the concerns you have about the business, whether it's motivational, questions about your numbers, an objection you're running into you can't quite seem to overcome. Let us help you get through those. Appreciate you tuning in today. Happy start to the new year, everybody. I hope it's going gangbusters for you. I know here at Team GTN, we've already picked up 2 major new projects. We made a massive sale today, closed a massive deal. Very, very excited about all of this stuff. The future is very bright. Hope you're having great success too. Thanks a bunch, everybody, and have a great day.